Ah, alright. I'm here. Hello, folks. How's it going? Happy Wednesday to everybody. Couldn't actually think of anything special to do today, so I was like, let's just mess around. You know, lot of some things to do. Whatever that might be at this instance, I don't really know. So, just gonna joke around for a bit. Try, you know, whatever comes to mind. So we'll see what we do with this. Gonna mess around with a couple arcade games today. Nothing too major. This could be anything because I got a bit of a selection, but I would try to give at least, you know, some more insight on how it works, and we'll just, permitting, you know, whatever comes our way, we'll just chat for a bit. It's our shorter day, so we won't do anything too much. It'll just be, you know, how we roll. But, how about we, start with a game here? Just give me a bit to put up. Okay, I know this is the greatest idea, starting with something hardcore difficult and something that's going to be very distracting. But I figure I can do this now because chat's not normally full, so I don't have to pay the greatest attention. I'll have to pay some, but like. But I'm gonna start with Gradius 4. I'll try to do a couple of things. I'll try to give a game like roughly half an hour. So that's a good amount of time. Half an hour is good. But I'll start with this. Really, I don't know if there's a goal. I doubt we're gonna beat this, especially in half an hour. But like, we'll at least try. Give us some attention. I'm not good at this game. To be fair, I'm not good at any Gradius, but like. We'll throw a couple in there, because who knows how. We'll just throw like 5 in there. We'll think that's that. So, I know 4 is probably the least talking about out of all of them. But I figured, if there's anyone I was thinking of that, probably be this one, since it's the less talking about one. Like, everyone talks about 3, and at least have Arcade 3 too, but Arcade 3 is like super difficult for no reason.
The vessel is not equipped yet. Speed up. Speed up.
That's the thing for me. I have no history with this franchise.
Triple laser.
I like shmups, but you know, this is definitely not one I grew up on, so can't speak on any kind of history with this. But I know about how notoriously difficult these are, and I've already died.
Speed up. Speed up. Two-way.
Seriously, this is something I at least, you know, when I'm gonna start getting into. They're not great at it, but like. This is going great.
Speed up.
This is like, I knew we were getting through this in the half hour.
Two-way. Speed up.
Ah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
You need more practice.
Great. Oh, first attempt was a bust. Okay. But how are you? I could say it again, but happy belated. I know your birthday was yesterday.
Game over. Select your force.
I know I could try the other one and it'll probably win at some point. I just like this one better.
Good luck to you. Destroy them all. The missile is not equipped yet.
Speed up. Speed up.
I know I'm silent. You know, I've come to expect from these things.
Triple laser.
You kind of do have to focus, so...
Two-way.
To be fair, I'm also kind of blinking. Nothing really on my mind right now. Like... So this is about it. Don't have a conversation on my own. Kind of a little keep to myself kind of situation here. Ah, dang it. I could have used that. But at least want to get the first field first before I start getting options. And survival is the first instinct here, so anything to let me take a couple extra hits, yes. I've already used one, but I think I get 3 on the force field, so that's useful. Option out of this. That's good for the boss. That's extra damage.
Shoot ahead.
Alright, this boss has multiple different forms. This one is always the first one, but what you get after, it's 1 and 3. We'll see what we get. I know which one I don't really want to deal with. Okay, this is doable. And he's down. I want to see if I can actually get to where I normally do it, like my best runs. This will probably be where things start going around. I hate these plants, by the way. These things freaking suck! And that's why. I'm also a one-hit wonder because I lost my force field. Well, I died there. Pretty sure that's check.
Speed up.
I have none of my upgrades, which is a problem.
Two-way.
Head back into the
Speed
wall.
up. Speed up.
Snowball. Oh, that's normal. That's normal for this. I almost made it to a life. Gotta remember those point bonuses are useful too. Like I said, I don't have a ton of history with this, but I like these games. I want to get better.
Game over. Select your force.
We'll give one more run on my normal build. Let's not this year.
Good luck to you. Destroy them all.
Now people probably aren't as happy with 4. Like, this was kind of like the same entry. It was like, they wanted to do 3D for this, and yeah, they did. So, a little bit safe, because it kind of reuses a bunch of things packed into you as well.
Triple laser.
And I guess also because 3 has the edit option, and this one doesn't for some reason. This does kind of feel like a dumb back to not like, hey, you can customize your loadouts no matter what. Which was definitely really cool, but I think they also realized, no, it's probably broken. Whoa. I fought that when I did. I almost died for that.
Speed up.
And I didn't like it so much it got me killed.
Two-way.
These choices like these are why these games are so rude. The fact that you are basically that square at 1 when you die is so imperative. Like, you don't ever get to build back up. The game immediately was like, alright, you died? The game's already hard, so we just made it harder for you. Like, it's such a sad thing to do. I gotta say.
Shoot ahead.
But yeah, you have to play hard to get to the tower at the start, so you have like the momentum. But it's worse if you die because you have to recover, and that's so much worse. I guess I am kind of a sucker for these older games, just because like I like challenge. You gotta push yourself, man, to become better at things. I know people will say that's unhealthy ways to think of things, but like,
Speed up.
not my brain work. So,
Speed up.
nah.
Two-way. Shoot ahead.
I didn't even get the extra damage laceration from the laser. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, okay, you know what? At this point, this might actually be the best form I could have gotten. This one might actually be the easiest of the 3 to dodge. The easiest of the 3 to attack. So, well, it'll probably take an eternity because this thing will have so much health. That'd be nice.
Triple laser.
I'm curious what else I'm probably gonna think on. There's at least one other game I did want to like actually do. To be fair, that's probably a twofer, so we can get 2 games out of that.
Force field.
Give me the force field. Not immediately because I touched it around. I'm good at video games,
Need
people.
more practice.
Clearly, I'm good at video games. we got 2 credits to listen to the machine. We're running it out. It's only been like about 18 minutes, give or take a couple. But
Select your force.
alright, let's do the other one. I feel like this one's overall safer because it's not as strong. I don't like the missile as much. I think the two-way is really good to the Charisma man.
Good luck to you. Destroy them all. The missile is not equipped yet.
But I think
Speed up.
probably do something with this build too.
Speed up. Triple laser.
Oh, I forgot to give back those missiles.
Force field.
This might be okay. Say might.
Photon torpedo.
Con cannon! No, it's not. I wish. I wish it was the strongest it can. How we compare through everything. Did I destroy that or did I take the hit? I think I took the hit. That shield is looking pretty small. I guess while we're still here, kind of embarrassing for a bit. I do again want to apologize for no stream last week. I was out for reasons. Got home, it was incredibly hot. Kind of tired, so didn't stream. Of course, since you know I don't really advertise these too much, I didn't get to say, hey, we weren't doing that. I was canceling.
Speed up. Speed up.
This is so bad.
Speed up.
That was like the worst opportunity to die on.
Speed up. Photon torpedo.
Yeah, I'm at least glad we did get through Friday. Clear Bernstein. Friday stream is at least still on. I still don't know what I'm gonna do yet for certain. As our next gameplay choice. I'm gonna narrow it down. I might actually do. I'm actually just start going with this. Oh, this is like the worst thing I could have gotten right now. No actual DPS. This is gonna take forever to die.
You need more practice.
Oh, that's four. I guess he's still counting, right?
Game over. Select your force.
More. That's
Good
dumb.
luck to you. Destroy them all. The missile is not equipped yet. Speed up.
I'm not gonna this game.
Speed up.
I wish I would. Here's the other power. Absolutely insane.
Missile.
Like, God darn laser. Because this thing follows your path. If you just move correctly, this thing burns and everything. But also, that happens.
Speed up. Speed up. Missile.
You also got the incredibly normal basic missile. It's nothing special. It just goes down in the curve. Well, actually, no, this one travels around. Content. Laser just doing its damage is like the ripple. Although, Parrot with some options in them. This thing will tear through just about anything. Speaking of, I'm probably actually going to have an option. I think I'll take that sacrifice for once. The option of at least trying to get 2 more careful. Technically, it can block certain shots for you. Also, when you position it, just follows you. Lay on some damage in our response. You know, it's kind of the thing I'm going for. There we go. Where the things get stage 2 in front of me? Come on.
Force field.
Oh boy.
Speed up.
I'm kind of curious how that one was ever gonna go. Oh, it went poorly.
Missile. You need more practice.
I don't know, I actually kind of feel cheated on that one. I'm gonna give that one another run. That one didn't feel legit. This is why I put 2 in. We're only doing the one.
Select your force.
The next one should get us through the half hour anyway.
Destroy
I
the
can
ball.
fix something else.
The missile is not equipped yet. Speed up. Speed up. Laser. Missile.
Oh, that's handy. Oh, that's dangerous. That's even more dangerous, actually. Oh, look where this is.
Force field.
Now, I like how they give you so many speed up options. And, like, I know there's supposed to be like a sweet spot because there is such a thing as going too fast. These games. Sometimes I've heard 3, other times I've heard 2. I feel like 2 is fine. an option. You have a laser, you know, a couple of hits to spare. Everything, nothing, you know, just burns through the shield. Right? Like that.
Speed up. Speed up.
Superpower working its magic again, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, no one else can curse me, but I can sure curse myself. Let's take it.
Double.
I actually have the time to walk out. If this one I can time out. I can't time out all. Or I could just die.
Speed up. Speed up. Missile.
Alright, this is what I got.
To the head. You need more practice.
Oh gosh, I'm a failure.
Game over.
That happens as it is, though. It's fine. Games are hard. I know this. It's not too bad. I'm not overly screaming for it, but kind of switch of games. So I know. I need music back up. So we'll do that. Oh, sorry, still music. The best of these, I know. Alright, though. We'll figure something out. Why won't we do that now? Thinking here. Oh, let's do this one. That should be quite. Hopefully it doesn't. Anyone's eardrums, because I know how loud these are. One is probably gonna be Tad now, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, whatever. We'll have to deal with that for a bit. Yeah, that'll be something. I was actually kind of confused why that one wasn't showing up for a bit. Actually, hang on. Is this all start working right now? Just noticed. Not interesting. Give me a bit on this one, actually. I didn't think that one was gonna do that on me. Huh. That work now? It's on there. Huh. Didn't think we'd be doing this so soon, huh? I genuinely was not expecting this. Now I'm curious if it's just that. I want to test it with something else now. I am generally surprised with this. So. Because I feel like sound is important for these things. I don't want to just not. Alright, guys, give me a bit here. Alright, here's the workaround for this. I hate doing this, but I feel like we have to. So, give me a bit to test this. Just for a bit. I seriously hate the fact that I have to do it this way, but it feels like that's what I have to do, so. This is dumb, but I guess it needs to be done now, so. I don't want to do this one so soon, but it kind of felt like it. This one's actually a 2-on-1. So, potentially VOD being done. Not that I really care about that thing. I don't make money off of this stuff, but like, something that hopefully wouldn't get me in trouble. So sorry for that taking so long. It should probably go slightly longer now because of that, but like, those of you who don't know, this is the Midway Sports Station. It's a combination of two of Midway's old classics, NBA Showtime and NFL Blitz 2000. Both of them are updated re-releases, but like, these are both games I live for. So we're gonna mess around here for a half hour, probably on both. So I guess what we'll be here for about an hour total. I didn't want to do it so soon, but kind of felt like I needed to. It's not my way of testing things. So we're doing that now. I guess I'll go back to what I was supposed to do after this. Uh, those of you who don't know about me, I am kind of a sports buff. Not the biggest one though. And like, these aren't just like Sims. I'm not gonna be someone who's gonna stream like me ever doing like 2K or like Madden. But like, this is like NBA Jam because it's by the NBA Jam devs. So this is cool. But these arcade sports titles, the ones I kind of have fun with. So in case you ever wanted to get to know me and part of my history, that's where that lies. Uh, I say this game was actually a big part of my childhood. Since I played this a lot growing up. I had this on the PS1. Easily botched back then because the PS1 version had no actual in-game music compared to every other version that was out at the time, whether it was on the N64 or the Dreamcast. Yeah, like I said, these games are history for me. So also, rather unforgiving for reasons as you'll probably see down the line. Oh my gosh, I see they're actually working now, huh? Also, it's funny seeing how this came in throughout because the history for this game is kind of weird to think about. So, I don't know if you guys ever know about the history of NBA Jam, and this is always a story I like telling because it's an interesting one. So, back when they first actually had the rights to the name, they worked with Midway had worked with Acclaim at the time when they ported the console versions in, but Acclaim had like kind of tricked them. So when all the console ports were being made, Acclaim actually got the rights to the name and the likeness to the license. So they got to keep the name, so they got to make all NBA Jam titles with like none of the actual magic because Midway was the ones responsible for dubbing the gameplay. So like none of them actually knew how it worked. So Acclaim got to pick the name and the likeness, but Midway got to keep the devs and the gameplay. So when they wanted to make a sequel to this after Tournament Edition, they couldn't name it NBA Jam. So they used Hang Time, which came out right around when the N64 was just launching. And then when they wanted to do a 3D one after that, they made Showtime, which is this game. Like, eventually they kind of gave up. They used the engine again for another game after. Uh, that was console only at the time. That was actually right after PS2 launched. So that was like one of their first PS2 games before they eventually got this. They put the series like, kind of rest and then made a successor question mark in NBA Ballers, which is a series I also really like. But like, I know I'm just dumb and just rambling on about little nerd things, but that's how I am. Like, what my history is. So like, I don't kind of mind talking about that like at all. So AI is gonna start, getting kind of ruthless here. They will not let me shoot threes anymore. That is to be expected. Ah, dang it, that one could have fell. I'd lay up there. Believe it or not, as this being an arcade game, especially one that's supposed to be more focused and recreational, there is technically an end game here. And kind of like at least want to burn through that a little bit, as you kind of notice. It keeps track of your stats and it keeps track of what teams you beat. There's technically two goals here. So there's technically two run throughs you can do. The main thing they want you to do is beat every NBA team. So there's that. But then they want you to do like a victory lap after you do that when they give you harder teams. Actually, you know what? There technically might be three runs actually. So they want you to do that. They want you to do it again with harder opponents, and then they want you to do it again a third time. But there's like a different. I think what they call those the Midway All Stars, and that's supposed to be even harder. So even as multiplayer centric as a game like this is, they do give you single player content to do. Something I've never actually done, at least not all the way through. I've at least done the first ring. I got close to doing the second. Or did I actually beat the second? Let me check my Dreamcast save. And yeah, I say Dreamcast save because I know I'm about to break like the thing about talking about this because this is emulated and all that, but like on a computer did not run this well. It's running well now since I actually have the specs, which is also why I've kind of gotten into streaming again because it's like, hey, you have the power, might as well. But like, I didn't really have a file in here, so the next best thing for me was hey, I could just emulate the N64 version because I run Project 64. Then Project 64 kind of was just like, maybe don't do this. And then was like, oh, well, I could do this on Dreamcast. So I did that. for this a bit, folks. Okay. Sorry about that. Look, I'm not doing this for fame or money, alright? I don't need your little handout. People want to come to me, they can come to me. Like, I'm just doing this because it's something I want to do, and I think that's important for any streamer. Getting into this like as no one's actually watching, but like, it's just something to talk about, right? All right. They got a decent lead here and going into the fourth. So I'm wondering how dumb the AI is gonna get now, because this is when they start essentially cheating. Okay, well that's not helping me at all. There we go. I needed to be in the drought. That was bad. I don't know how that went in. Give me that. Yeah, they're getting chubby now. All right. Legendary Sean. Oh gosh. Yep. It's checked. I'm surprised that went in as well as it did. I almost thought that got blocked. All right. Into the rising. That would be why. I'm surprised you got that off. Cool. Now you get to see how this happens. I'm a little bit late. Like 7 times out of 10 when games go to OT, I end up losing. Just to get any extras. Really? There's no way. All right. Good block. Good double block. Oh my gosh! From behind, I hit with a LeBron. No good. Okay, so fire. Good for me. If I actually do anything with it, which I didn't. So the fire is cool. So if you hit 3 shots in a row, opponent hits nothing. You get unlimited turbo, and your shots are better. So you can make stuff you probably wouldn't know otherwise. You are also allowed to goaltend, which is the only actual recorded foul in the game. So if you know how to use it, it's basically a cheat code. Also, I see the AI is taking to being cheaters again. They're getting very chubby, as they do. Wait, only 40 for that? They had to find the way to get back in the game. Down 2 with like 30 seconds left. Tied with 20 seconds left. There you go. That's right. Yeah, I was like, there's no way that's actually getting put up. Another double OT game, huh? This is how I ended up losing the last one. Ball fouls don't count, by the way. There's no way. Good putback, though. My gosh, this won't go in. Sometimes like, those kind of plays, the back and forth that are like absolutely insane like that, are the things I kind of live for. I got concerned for a second. Move. Oh, it's getting physical. Block. You're always telling the AI playing much better defense than I, which is funny. Well, they do keep track. They count that. That's missing. So the interesting thing about what just happened there, as I'm actually losing in double overtime here, just like last time, huh? Really just rubbed salt in the wound by doing that, huh? I was already going to lose. For that nonsense. also have trivia facts here, which are fun. So you get to test my knowledge. That would have made sense to me, but like, I was barely cognizant. I was born that year. I wasn't really, aware. They really. Okay, well, all right, free throws. I was so there's a number under your turbo meter on the HUD. Not to keep track of how many fouls you committed. Fouls would just be like shoving. So commit 5 fouls, the opposing team gets a free throw. If they make it, it's 3 points and they get possession back. That's what uses that. They actually carried that over in the NBA Ballers. That's like a thing there too. But they kind of demoed it here. Which is funny because the last two damn games had no free throws. Sorry, I'm just jamming out here. I freaking like this song so much. Alright, let's do the other one. I'm also dreading that one. I'd at least like to win one of these here. Let's do Blitz. I'm going to talk about why I'm dreading Blitz here in a second. You see my record there? That's part of the reason why, and I'll explain in a second. First of all, my favorite NFL team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at their stats. True. I'm saying it's the easy. You'll see why. He freaking can't beat the Falcons in this game. The reason I can't beat the Falcons in this game, their defense is impossibly good. I've gotten close twice now, and they've managed to pull out last second victories both times. It's actually getting kind of sad. Wow. I didn't think they'd be that in debt. It's an incomplete because he never touched the ground before going out of bounds. Oh, I didn't think they'd actually keep track about that. I also didn't realize you could get fire on offense. I thought that was a defense thing. I'm learning things today. I Is that 3 passes to the same receiver? If they get a first down, it's done. So, oh, fortunate. Very fortunate. So, for those who don't know me, I like basketball. Family had history with that. If anyone's curious, I can tell that story, but like, football is my real bread and butter of sport. Admiral in this game too? I'm learning everything right now. I think this is generally the first time I've scored first on this team. I don't like where this is going, actually. I'm genuinely concerned now. I always like doing Haley hits. This game also never gets to exist anymore because the NFL would never let that fly in the modern age. Since this is supposed to be like hardcore, they always joke about like you're doing like wrestling moves like that. You really just got like was that a DDT? That was probably in a Zuma drop actually, but like forgot to put return. That's on me. I just got deflected. When I say the Falcons defense in this game is ironclad, it is ironclad. That was also very stupid of me. I tried. We're putting this one away. Oh, bounce. Fortunately, the return back was also decently well by them, so kind of negated that. Oh, that not intercepted actually. They're gonna kick a field goal. I have never blocked these. I'm actually lucky that wasn't intercepted. Done with that one. I couldn't find an open receiver. That's how good their defense is. They play. They play so good coverage, man. I just don't know how to deal with it. Though we're leading right now, surprisingly. See, that's the other thing about this being hardcore. They talk about decapitation. It's not actually. You're just knocking off their helmets, but like, it's like, yo, these hits are so hard. This might actually happen. Which is also why the NFL actually wouldn't let a game like this fly ever again, which is sad to me. The sports games are fun when they play into the extreme. Madden's gotten boring, and it's also not been a great example of how to do things. Just as an example. That's the other thing, the teasing. I chose a commitment. I ended up choosing wrong. I've never seen anyone block a field goal in this game. I don't know why it's an option outside of it being, oh, I guess it's rudimentary. Because yes, it makes sense to have. Starting to get ironclad. They are catching things now. I like how they both the same voice clip. It's kind of gone to maybe we shut down the pass because the runs don't get that far, especially since it's 30 yards for a first down instead of a normal 10. Got that up to 2. Oh, they're going for 2. Why? Why are they going for 2? That was genuinely unexpected. I'm surprised he caught that. Alright, it's time to lock in. Time is running out. Okay, good thing about the timer, if you're the losing team and you have the ball in the last 30 seconds, timer kind of slows down. So, oh my gosh, I made it. I didn't think I was going to. Now, the smart thing for me would actually be going for 2. I'm not doing that. Just have to hope AI does its job here. I'm playing spy. I need AI to just do what it needs to do. I am basically okay. AI did not do what it needed to do, so we again left at the tail end of the game. I'm telling you, I can't beat the team. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't beat them. It's impossible for some reason. I don't know what they did to this team to make them so impossibly good at clutch, but like answering that, oh, I still like the losing sound. So feasible. Don't know what it is about that team. I cannot beat the Falcons. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It is insane to me that I can't beat the Falcons. I just can't. Whatever. We're done there. Person games. So we're gonna do what I was planning to do beforehand, and I will. It's just oh, I picked the wrong one. Hang on. That's the one. It's gonna sound weird, at least for a little bit. It's only gonna come in through the left, and I don't know why it does that, but this is what it is for us, huh? let's see, we're doing this again. So give me a second. I wanted to do Outrunners. This is the successor to Outrun because it's not actually a sequel because there actually is one, but they don't actually call this one Outrun 2. They're here. I want to do a couple runs of this. It's technically uh 2 cabinets in one, so it's a deluxe cabinet, but I only wanted the one screen because there's no reason for you to see both. Especially we're doing multiplayer, but there's no reason we're doing that. So because it does that, that also means each speaker gets whatever side screen we're on. We're on the left, so we're only gonna have the left speaker. It's gonna be dumb, but how it runs. I had to find which song I wanted because I actually had genuinely forgotten. That's the one thing about this game, though. That has a freaking phenomenal soundtrack. It's very 90s, but it is a very good soundtrack. Although, surprised I'm not good at this game. And part of that is probably because of the settings I have on right now, which aren't great, but like, uh, I don't know if I like changing those. So, we're just gonna suffer for however long we're on here. I imagine it's not gonna be long because I figure I at least know something I can end with. That will probably be a decent amount of time. So if I'm remembering correctly, Outrunners isn't actually easy hard for left versus right. It's you're picking what side of the world you want to be on. So like I said, I'm not good at this game. So in fact, give me a second. I'm gonna do something. No, it's gonna be a little bit quiet here again, just for a bit, but like. Oh, it's still quiet. Don't worry. I'm working out so we're still here, and it's gonna. I'm almost done. So give me a bit. All right, that should be good. But ooh, looking for the rainbow. Good song. Good song. So the thing that got me was how unsnappy the controls were. These should be snappier. So I think we should have an easier time. Are there Moai heads on the Golden Gate Bridge? What do you? What? Also, those two should be dead. Actually, like they should have fallen off the bridge. They should have fell into the water. The car doesn't survive. They don't either. They're gone. This is a blind guide era of Sega's like stuff, by the way. Like this is a super scaler. It's tech that they didn't really get to use too often, but this is like one of the most famous examples for it. Like 92, 93. Yeah, this was super impressive. It just like, the game's sprites are very pretty. I probably should have activated brakes there. Did better that time. Not perfect, but better. Like I said, I'm not the best at this, but we're getting better. I'm gonna try the other side now, but yeah, why not? Adventure's good too. It's a shame I never got to see this in the wild. I imagine this would have been a cool thing because like they were dual cabinets, and like I know a big thing for this is that they were this one specifically was big on multiplayer, so you could have had like 8 people, so like 4 twin cabinets connected and had 8 people racing all in the same game, which is amazing to me because I like those kind of memories. Uh, Those things were actually kind of big for me, but like a memory I definitely had as a kid growing up from arcades is that we used to have a GameWorks before those all closed down. Uh, and that GameWorks, that was Sega owned, so that was like a bunch of their stuff. But it's like a big arcade at the time. They were like probably one of the first pioneers of using game cards instead of tokens, as is the norm nowadays. But like, them using them, uh, I'm losing the point. One of the big things they had in the back was a huge 6-player deluxe setup of Indy 500. So seeing things like that were always really cool to me because like they had an announcer ready to go and everything. Everyone had to like line up and do it at times. That was super cool. Just having the history of that, doing that with friends, because you actually, since they were deluxe cabinets, you had to sit down like model F1 cars, and that was always neat. I always think about that, like uh, the Dave and Buster's. The Dave and Buster's is still here. We had an 8-player deluxe Daytona USA setup, which is always really cool. Daytona USA being one of my favorite classics in the history. It's not my favorite Sega classic, but they had that too, and that was always really neat to see. Oh, am I gonna coast? No, it was close. I was gonna coast Clover. That's always a fun thing. You can keep it clutch it out since the game doesn't end until you come to a complete stop when it breaks you when time runs out. So you can actually like coast over a checkpoint and get the time, which you're probably losing at the checkpoint after that. But like doing that to just slightly extend your game is always kind of like something that's always kind of neat. So, like the 8-player deluxe Daytona USA setup cabinet was always kind of neat too, since it was really old fashioned. They had it for a while. They don't now, and I kind of miss it because Dave and Buster's now at least is trying to do the normal homogenized, modernized thing, and they're trying to make them more like a frat kind of party thing versus actually just being arcade with a restaurant attached to it, which is what I used to like about it. But it's fine. It's hard kind of finding those old cool styles now because like I don't drink. The way to do it now is finding a barcade. I don't drink, so kind of finding things like that of that nature is kind of disappointing to put it in a sense. I know I'm like kind of derailing here, but like I don't know. I'm saying like oh I'm old fashioned. I miss when things used to be events for the whippersnappers. And like I'm not that old. I'm not even 30. So it's just the rumblings of a guy who is old fashioned enough to feel like he's older than he actually is. And that's I think why I kind of feel out of touch really. Cause like I'm young enough to be in touch with the modern age, but I'm also old fashioned enough to be in touch with the older stuff. So being in that in between area, that's weird, honestly. Oh my gosh, this turn is so long. All that, only the trash anyway. Go to South America. I remember was always weird as the racing game is like you're not actually following the track. You're kind of magnetized to it, and the turns are just to make tougher turns. At least that's what it's always felt like. Outrun 2 is probably a little less that, but like all the sprite-based Outrun games are definitely that. So Oh, I had to do one to see Spain, but no, we'll go to the underwater tunnel. No, that sounds stupid, but rambling on. If anyone's actually here listening to me, I thank you for being here. I hope you are enjoying your time, even after all the hiccups we had. Today's kind of been a mess. Uh, I had nothing planned, so I can't really be mad about it, things not being orderly, but like, I didn't plan on them to be. So that's why I'm not like really frustrated too much. It's only been about 15 minutes. I'll give this one more run. That way we can probably actually sneak in another game. Because talking about arcade classics, I feel like I could throw something else in here now. I'm thinking of right now. And then we'll end with what I was initially gonna end with, because I was thinking about that too. So we'll do one more run of this. Is this the one that's the couple I'm thinking of? Because like one of them should be this. No, it's not them. Okay. Like, look at all the animation of the things flowing here. It's not terribly long. It's easily loopable, but like there's a lot of frames in there. This game runs at 60. I shouldn't be surprised. Most things ran at 60 back then, especially arcades. But like, look at how smooth the hair flowing is on the girl there. That's what I'm talking about when Super Stereo games like this are like very impressive. Go to Hawaii. How do you get to Hawaii, considering it's not part of the mainland? But like, or whatever. And China. No, I like how you're both getting there from Hawaii. So, sure, just drive over several oceans. Well, I guess one. Although one is clearly closer than the other. I think also requires a second ocean. So, look about when this one's a world tour, and it's like the map doesn't make sense at all. But like, going uphill, I'm slowing down faster. Sure, you will. All right. Well, that's that. We're gonna switch to another game here in a second. So, back to intermission we go. I just realized, how is this gonna look? This look awful. A lot of white space. I'm sure it's fine. I really gotta come up with new screens for this. I definitely need a 4x3 one. I didn't actually think about it when I first made all these new transitional screens, but like, I do definitely need those. So we're gonna unmute this audio. So welcome to Namco Classic Collection Volume 2. I personally never grew up with this. I grew up with some of the games in it, but I didn't grow up with this cabinet. So that's 3 games: Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Rally X. Oh, we're gonna play Pac-Man Arrangement, a game I am actually very fond of. So I wouldn't normally plan on doing this today, but I kind of feel like doing at least a 1 credit run, a couple 1 credit runs, just to see how far we get. If I've ever gotten that far, but like, so I say Namco is a huge part of my childhood. Some of its classics are etched in my heart. Pac-Man is definitely one of those. Not that I was ever great at the original Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man. When it comes to playing Pac-Man, this one is definitely the one that takes the cake for me. Since it's a modern twist on a classic. At least modern back then. Definitely classic on its own now, because pretty sure this game is older now than it was when it released when the original Pac-Man was. I'm pretty sure this game is older now than the original Pac-Man was when this game released. So that's what I wanted to say. But all right, the original Pac-Man, there was more than one race. There are a couple. Uh, each of them have their own gimmicks to them, which is neat. But the big thing that's here that I like more than the original is the introduction of the fifth ghost. Believe it or not, in the US he is actually named Kiki. How did they get away with that? But like, notice he is always blue. You can always eat him, which in turns will act as a free power pellet if you get him early enough, and the other ghosts will follow suit. Uh, that's my fail there. The main reason I really like Kinky's existence is that he unlocks potential for the other ghosts in the game. Uh, Specifically at any given point at a level, if Kinky appears, he's immediately gonna beeline for a certain ghost depending on the level. When he gets there, he fuses with that ghost, and that ghost gains new abilities. I waited too long. I don't know why I waited too long. This was the end of the level. I should have just left. Wasted both my lives here. The ghost fusing mechanic and giving the special abilities also opens up a ton of new potential, and that's kind of why I've always been fond of this one versus any other uh incarnation of the classic Pac-Man maze formula. Like even more the Championship Edition. As much as I love Championship Edition, like no, do this again, Namco. Well, Bamco, because old Namco is no longer with us. It is Bamco. But like, do this concept again. Make a new maze style game or a platformer with this. Use this gimmick again. And the powers that spawn down here are based on the ghost abilities. So you can technically get their powers if you time that right with a lucky power up. I got that extra life with 40k and then immediately wasted it. So I don't think I'm making it that far away, but like. No! I'm pretty sure I've died to Inky all 3 times. God, that one does not hold on there very long. Like, okay, that's fine. I get it. Do the other 2 games, and I'll give another run at Pac Man. And then we'll end with the game I was planning on ending with for the night. Rally X arrangement. I'm not too big on Rally X. It's not really an every game I was too big on, but like I like this game because this game's soundtrack is super chill. Oh, okay, those are like the first 2 flags to find, and I wasn't paying attention to the map well enough. Oops. So, the gimmick for here on Rally X arrangement, besides obviously the graphical lift, uh, 1-ups are no longer owned by Score. You have to collect the letters for that. But the flag on top of the Spectrum Lucky flags, which are no from new Rally X, there are new enemy types as well. There are new bonus stages. Wow, I failed really easily here, huh? There are new enemy types. There are new bonus stages. There are power ups. Which weren't there before. We're doing that one again. That one was actually really short. Also, this is definitely playing on hand-eye coordination because I'm looking at like 3 different places at once. I never do that. This is why I don't drive. In the words of the great Sonic the Hedgehog, hey, don't text and drive. Like, I'm at least not texting and driving. I'm distracted though. Ooh, this is fun. I just wanted to show that off. Enemy time, so I'm getting there. Bomber's fun. They actually give you ways to attack enemies in this version, which is kind of neat, considering that's nothing you could ever do in the original games. So you can always stall them. You can never outright kill them. They give you ways to do that here. Oh, why is there a rock in here? This is gonna suck. And I wish I had 10 lives. Right, so the bonus stage is here. You have to collect the flags and get to the end. Don't crash into the rocks. Every flag you collect makes you go faster. Point is, you kind of want to get there with gas. You may not always. Don't do what I did, although you can still get there. If you run out of gas, you can still run, you'll just go slow. Getting there with gas gives you bonus points, though. Good enough, that is a bonus stage without a perfect bonus, which is kind of a surprise. I don't understood why that didn't have that. New enemy type there, that smaller car, that one has boost. So, if he's ever behind you, he is going to ram you by spinning up. Don't let him do that. X10. So multiplier, times 10 multiplier, yeah. Multiply my score by 10. Well, that was unfortunate. And I wasn't paying attention, there was a rock there. Those are on the map, by the way. So, and now rocks are a non-issue. I was wondering if I was 7 levels of dead. I'm surprised I got through all that. Special flags right here, might as well just grab it. Oh, new enemy type. There's mimic cars now. Of course, that could leave smoke screens like you can. I died there, but that was almost a high score. Alright. He got one more game left in this collection. No one actually wants to see the old school ones, as much as I could do that, but like. It's everyone's favorite fetish. No, not actually. It's Dig Dug. Dig Dug was definitely one of the earliest classics I played. Not that I was ever too great at it, but like. Where do you think you're going? This thing does do some things different. I don't know if we're gonna see them right away. I mean, they all do. Well, here's bigger rocks. Get those boots. No, I wanted those boots. One of these has a trick. Man, I tried to dodge that. Again, I've been eluded the boot. Oops. I tried. That was dumb of me. Yeah, why not? I do at least want to show off a little bit more of what to actually do because we haven't actually seen too much yet. Normally, I don't die this early, but like string curse and all that. Well, there's something new up there, huh? So you have new kind of rocks. You have the power ups down here. Look at this. That's a better pump. Good pump. You can die. Oh, there's something else. Hey, new enemy type. Those enemies see they will try to ram you. So it's not all just Pukas and Frygars here. I'm not going all the way down there for that rock. They can come up here. Also, they come in different colors. I don't know why they actually do that. I don't even know what the silver Frygars are different. The boots! I've been eluding the boots every single time. They do not want me to have them. I am not allowed to have the boot. Yeah, I know. Actually, trying to show off the first thing here that's actually new. Well, also, hey, another new enemy type. How about an explosive robot? Any enemies that are in range of that explosion when you pop them immediately also dies. So I'm not gonna catch him. Oh, I caught him. Nice. I didn't think I was gonna catch him. Clutch. I'm pretty sure that means we have to get to the end of this world to actually figure out what the thing that's new is. That fell apart. Laser gun! I don't think I've ever seen that power up. I had no idea that was in this game. Alright. It's funny. I didn't think there was actually a laser gun. Saizo's had enough of this crap. You darn dirty monsters. So he pulled out a Glock. I tried to be sneaky about it. Game had other plans, sadly. I can't leave. So he gets to run, actually. Alright, don't taunt me. You get to leave. You got to live. That's kind of interesting because yeah, Dig also didn't ever have a level like that. All right, this is what I was talking about. There's boss fights in this version. Did you need to be? Not really, but like something that exists. I barely got touched there. That's so interesting here since it's a boss fight and there's like no actual ground. You just get free movement. It got me. I'm gonna beat the boss fight and then rolling out the credit there. And then we go on to the final game of the night. Uh, I'm just getting unlucky with these patterns here. We were close on that one. I feel like the top of the sprite shouldn't count. The bottom I get. There we are. Yeah, I'm gonna show a boss. We'll ride the continue on now. Although this is the freaking best song in this game. Metal Flag. That was sudden. I know those can spawn, but those are incredibly rare. Metal Flags for those of you who don't know, is a standard Namco moniker. If you find one ever in a Namco game, that's a life. That's just a free life. Shoot, you get away too. Alright. Oh, by the way, new enemy type. Uh, enemy dig dogs. That could inflate you. And that's weird. We didn't get to see him do it. So, but no, this is how another thing I'm weird and old fashioned for. I let continue screens roll out because sometimes I like the music. So, so you say we get to our last game of the night, and there. All right. I didn't plan that far ahead. Oh well. We will be doing this the old-fashioned way then. I wanted to end it with a beat 'em up because they're my favorite genre of arcade games. I was stuck between one of the Turtles ones or the Simpsons, and I decided on the Simpsons at the end because I can play the Turtles at any time. I have Shredder's Revenge now. We don't have an alternative to this though, so I have history with both. I mainly think about when it comes to this one, when I was young, on a field trip to a bowling alley, and it had this there, for recreation, because that was like a recreational field trip day. Uh, kind of played on this for the afternoon, because I was free of my parents, and at least when I was really really young, my parents wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons because they swore. So, but I definitely think about this arcade game a lot. Definitely one of the better beat 'em ups out there for its history. As much as the Simpsons have aged now, but like definitely always keep this captain around. It's always interesting. You can buy this arcade one up now, not to pay out that much cash. I'm gonna do a limited credit run attempt. So I'm gonna follow the mindset of the Xbox 360 PS3 re-release. 8, 9, 10, and play on 10 credits, and we have to beat the entire game within that. I will give myself the challenge of points for extra lives. Uh, every 100 points is an extra credit. We will do that as well. But when we run out of credits, that's it. So I'm issuing myself a challenge on that one. We'll see how far we get. Shoot, I've already forgotten what the controls are. Oh wait, I remember now. Or I don't. Or I don't. I thought I did. Hang on. Okay, that's what it is. I remembered now. Oops. So we don't use the entirety of the keyboard. No one saw this. You already know it. You guys already know anyway. But yeah, I have a lot of history with this game too. I never actually bought the re-release. I should have. But like, there is at least another way to play this now with Arcade One Up. Not that it's the greatest way to do that. It's especially not cheap. So this game was always great at storytelling. It's good fun when you. This game was always good for co-op too because you had like co-op moves, which was always really cool. Didn't wait long enough. And good start. 2 lives. Good start. I'm thinking this one's gonna be a short run. Normally I could get to like stage 4 on that, but I don't know right now. It's not looking great. Since I'm almost lost 3 lives now. And of course button mashing. An arcade staple. I'm always good at those. I like how these flare point things are a thing and they just do not add to your score. So like, what are they there for? To be fair, they actually do work in the Japanese version. They are bonus points. Unfortunately, I also didn't have that version already. Otherwise, I would have done that for the quality of life that that one has over this one. But this one is also nostalgic because this is the version we had. So summer time. I'm gonna try my best to keep this because this thing one shots every enemy, and you can at least keep this one until you die. So the objective right now is survive. Don't die. Because I knew the cage was gonna fall. The game is gonna have plenty of gotcha moments because it's an arcade game and this thing wanted your money. It's always crazy to think about how early in the freaking life of The Simpsons this game came out. I think only season 1 of the show was out at the time, or they were working on season 2, and season 2 might have premiered while this was there, but they didn't get to add anything. So, there's definitely remnants in this game that otherwise were cut from the show, which is definitely interesting to think about. Come here, Snowball. Although this might be Snowball too. I don't know. I was a little too close to the crusty balloon. What is the range on this attack? Holy crap! I don't remember the range being this bad. Hey, nice, 69 points. I remember this is where I normally would quit the game because I would either run out of cash here uh or we're too scared. I remember being scared of this as a kid, and like it's still at least a little bit unsettling. Not like in a scary sense, in a just normal kind of uncanny sense. 'Cause, like the Simpsons weren't too out of the supernatural, but like I never remember having like I wouldn't say nightmares, but like dreams about at least this level in particular, and one more, which if we ever get there, you'll know why. But like, oh, that was four. That's certainly on the error trying to do like the knockoff driller. Oh, that's 100 by the way. I think too. I just lost one of those lives I just got. This is probably up there as one of my favorite beat 'em ups. Battle Circuit's definitely been on the rise in recent years for what it does. Number one is probably still Turtles in Time, although Surge's Revenge is probably taking that spot soon. As much as I love that game, and the more I play it, the more I love it. So, uh, Turtles in Time, at least the arcade version, since I grew up with that and not the Super Nintendo one, because I never actually had a Super Nintendo growing up. But like, uh, that game is still very fun to me. That and the both Turtles arcade in the first Turtles arcade game. But I definitely say Turtles in Time is probably one of my top five games of all time. It's definitely one of my favorites. I hold it and this game in kind of a high regards when it comes to arcade beat 'em ups. Battle Circuit is getting up there too for different reasons for what it does, and it's at least a bit more modern. That was late '90s. I probably should have saved that. It's also kind of a surprise how early on this is in the show. Like, how many of these bosses are just characters that do not exist otherwise? Like the first boss, the wrestler, yeah, he's not like a major character, but he was in the show before. The Krusty Boone is just Krusty, so whatever. These guys, where do these guys ever show up in the show? Like it gets worse as the series goes on, as the game goes on. Big guy's easily killed. The little guy definitely has more trouble. Got him in a loop though. There we go. He finally went down. Wait, folks, it's the most tavern. This one isn't for the faint of heart. Adults only. No kiddos, which is why Bart's clearly here. Oh, that's a fail. Oh, that's health. Also, hi, Barney. Barney and Mo here. The man using a mop as the weapon, or a broom, I guess. That's a broomstick. Yeah, not really a mop. You compete with the Marge in that 101. Marge's vacuum versus that dude with the broomstick. But Alien. Also, the Simpsons have their own arcade game in the game. Interesting. So, Mo having a betting table and B arcade cabinets in his freaking tavern. Then again, this tavern is a lot bigger than normally is. I mean, we came through the underground for Pete's sake. And yeah, another character that doesn't show up in the show from this freaking drunk guy. Ow. Running low on lives here. It's also funny that one of the bosses of this game is just a random drunk guy. Like, the wrestler, I could probably get why he would pick a fight with the Simpsons. Why does this guy pick a fight with us? He's drunk. Do the Simpsons have to fight this guy? So there goes Smithers. I was just trying not to take damage from that boulder because I didn't want to. The freaking Homer ape, man. I don't know why that enemy exists. It just does, and it's funny. Could be an apple in this tree, please. Okay, not an apple, but an orange. It's an orange tree. I mean, Nelson. close to hitting 200 here. To get an extra credit somewhere. It's Sideshow Bob. I got it. Nice. It's 200. And then yeah, the freaking stage 5's boss, a freaking bear. That was unfortunate right placement. Ugh. Almost got hit by a gotcha by the rock at the end there. Also, yeah, bear's not actually a bear. It's just a dude. But why was it a bear? Also, yeah, you try to say maybe you fall down the waterfall and freaking die. No, you don't. You go to Dreamland. I don't actually think we get here. This is the other stage that I've had nightmares about as a kid. Well, I say nightmares, but not really nightmares, but like I guess dreams. Stage is where the wackiness goes up to 11. Like, it's a dream world. What do you expect? But like, how weird is this, man? The giant donuts that walk, a Marge cloud. All right, I don't technically have to fight them, do I? Flying saxophones. I can't believe I got pot shot. These dudes. I'm waiting for it. There's another enemy type I'm waiting on here. They are. These are. I gotta remember. Now, these guys show up when you get a game over, like when you die on your last life. But like, I remember them from Hero was terrified of these little Bart devils. Also, welcome to the boss of this stage. A freaking bowling ball. That's it. That's the boss. It's just a freaking bowling ball. But he has 3 phases. Or I guess technically 4. I forgot about the arms too. Or I guess the arms were a different form from. Alright. Phase 3. Legs. And he shoots bowling pin missiles from his freaking mouth. Alright, this is last life. Better make this one count. Alright, legs form is done. Here's the final form. Just gets mad. Giant mega arm. Oh, I beat him. It's unavoidable. You take that damage. It's only like a minuscule amount of health, but like. We game over immediately after this. This is the funny part. Surprise! You're not dead! I have no idea how you get there to channel 6, but like, that's where you get there. He's got range! Oh no! I didn't realize you ever had an air attack with a hammer like that. It's not bad. I got the 7 of 8. Stage 7 of 8. And 8's just the final bosses, so. It's not too bad. I was gonna transition out, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. I don't know what I should do. That'll be it for today's stream. I just wanted to have a little bit of recreational time, so thank you for doing that. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for being here. Hold properly. I at least want to end with the music on. Are you gonna humor me, computer? No? Okay, there we go. Well, we're gonna end it here. Upcoming schedule for the week. Friday's game clearing again, which still don't know what the game is for that yet. I want to keep it to something short because I still have something we can probably do on one stream. So, still considering that. I will let you know on Friday. Otherwise, nothing else is really happening this week. It's pretty standard, unless I feel like doing something extra. But right now, there's nothing on the docket for that. So, I will see you on Friday for game clearing. Nothing else planned. Nothing else came up. So. For now, let's find the right. A couple of friends play right now. See ya. I'm also thinking about a race hashtag right now, and I think I know what that's gonna be. So. Well, okay, no, I definitely know what it's gonna be now. Because I'm thinking about it. It makes perfect sense. The race hashtag is going to be, Falcon stole my quarters. Falcons, plural. That's for, who I'm gonna raid. I could raid John. I'm going over there anyway, but I'll send you to someone new. I'm gonna send you to a patron to mine and friend. I'm gonna raid part 2. She's gotten into CTR speedruns and she's gotten pretty good at them, so I'm gonna send you guys over her way. If you know, actual raid icon wants to show up. There it goes. It just didn't show up on my chat for some reason. And it still hasn't. I don't know why this is so slow. But I thank you all for being here. I hope you all enjoy your night. Stream will in fact be Friday. try your best to take care. You all enjoy your night.